So theoretically, we have streaming.
Theoretically.
Hello! How is the game versus my voice? Because this is a new computer that is not the toaster, wonderfully donated for tonight by Wi-Fi Ninja, who is also providing the internet. Next week, neither of these things should be by him. So yeah, does stuff work? Is this all right? Alright. This computer is pretty good. It beats my computer, which isn't really all that hard, but it does. Alright. So here we go with the surprise. Oh, is this loud? Am I loud? Is the game loud, or is it both loud? I'm loud. Alright, how about now? Is this better? Better? How about now? Alright. Now it's got game audio and me and all that stuff. Alright, the game is slightly up. Alright, here we go. Welcome to Surprise Week. The first surprise is we don't have any surprises beyond this one. Surprise! Sure, if you want to. Thank you, DJ Azure Sky Blue Ai-Chan. Alright, here we go. Let's pretend that this build all runs, and we'll be really happy, because this wasn't tested at all. Yeah, the first surprise is the font's not screwed up anymore. Thank you, Brady. We did take screenshots of Padma Fama and Dvarma Fama, so those are all up on my Steam account. If you go look at Lab Zero Mike, you can still see the screwed up junk. And these are all here. Okay. So here we go with the surprise. Let's hope the stream is clear and all that. Surprise! There are actually...
Oh my god!
So, yeah, he's an invisible Sarabella because he doesn't have a character select art because we don't have any clean frames yet. Alright, so there are two surprises this week. The second one requires you to be quiet, and won't work if I choose Big Band because he doesn't have any VO. Oh my god, he totally didn't crash. That's really exciting. You have no idea. The second surprise, I'm crossing my fingers that this actually worked because it was supposed to, so let's find out. Yeah! It totally worked. So the second surprise is that this is the test version of Female Announcer. So I'll pick 3 people on the other team just so you can... Yeah. Alright. So this is work in progress, Big Band, not going in the beta yet. Doesn't have nearly enough stuff to be useful to put out in public. But there he is.
Oh shit!
He's pretty big. Let's go through things that are not final yet. One is his walk speed, because he's really fast. He's actually slower while dashing. And his backdash doesn't do anything yet. He does have crouch, which I kept on forgetting to show off. And he doesn't have any air attacks, but he jumps. The camera doesn't track him properly. If you look at the to-do list, you can see that that's one of the things on my to-do list, is that it doesn't actually take your size into account. It's just that everybody else was short enough in the air that it didn't matter, so now it's gonna. He also has several attacks that are timed and all that, and several attacks that are not. So I guess I'll go through those. So the first one is Standing Light Punch. This one hits, so it's timed. Honk, honk. The second one is Standing Light Kick.
It's like bicycle. Oh wow.
Which is a low for the first hit, but it's also like 9 frames, so it's not that bad. The third one that is not yet timed is Standing Medium Punch, which needs a lot of extra work, but it's a bugle. Standing Medium Kick is the last thing that I finished today, which is also 2 hits. It's a double launcher, So you can jump cancel the first hit or the second hit. And he doesn't have anything he can do in the air, but... Ta-da! He also has standing hard punch, which doesn't have anything yet. It just got put there. Crouching weak punch, which isn't timed yet. And crouching weak kick, which also isn't timed yet. So the only three things he has, the only three things he has that hits are weak punch, light kick, and medium kick. But you can do combos. Yeah. Because he doesn't have other attacks, so you can cancel out into nothing, right? Because hard kick does nothing. So yeah. Ta-da, it's Big Band. Check it out. He's big and he's bandy. Yeah, jump height's not final, walk speed's not final, dashes aren't final, all that stuff. But they exist. And a bunch of other stuff exists. And by next week, he'll have a lot more. Also doesn't have any throws, but he can tech throw and he can ground tech. He does have... Yeah, I told you, it's female announcer. Oh, it was on dummy record.
About time.
He does have... Wait, it's not off a trip, I think. Let's find out. Maybe it was backward. Nope.
Who did that? Quit lollygagging.
Yeah, he has one ground tech. Which is not done yet. And he also has burst.
Just a moment.
I keep forgetting that it's already on dummy record. Alright. I'm great at this. Come on, Peacock, do better. Yeah. So he has burst. Oh, I didn't dash far enough. That's me. That's me for me. Well, anyway, so that's the surprise for this week. Oh yeah, he does have blocks. Whoops. They're not fully timed, and I totally got hit by that. Thanks, me. But yeah, he does have blocks and push blocks. He does not yet have more than 10 frames for hit stuns, but just so you can see that we're not doing nothing, here's the something that we're doing.
Who did that?
Also, we have, I mean, there were other things, but they're all for lobbies and online, so it's not really going to help you for me to say anything. So the other thing
Squigly. Ready? Double.
that got changed, oh, I could just do this without having to even do anything, is if you hit with a late daisy pusher, they actually properly get hit as opposed to just falling over, which was a bug and is now not a bug. So there you go. Play Big Band at your own risk. I don't know if you do a bunch of crap and he's also on the screen. I don't know if it'll display all of it or whatever, but there you go. So yeah, he's big throw, so watch out for that. Oh, but I should tell you, he has a 5-frame jab, which is the only other person that has one of those is Fortune. So he may not keep it, but for now it's 5 frames. Yeah, well he's not all that slow. Like his walk speed is going to be matched to what his animation is, but his animation moves about that fast in the middle. So like with Parasol, where it's like a short part and then a long part, and his dash is pretty dang fast, and his jumps are going to have to be pretty dang far, cause yeah. Well, that was my thought, is like he's a big dude, so you can instant overhead him and everything like that, but he's got a fast jab, so you got to watch out for it. Faster or slower than Sarabella? For which bit? Walk? Faster. Go ahead. Oh, does Big Band have intro and victory animations? He actually does have an intro, and he should have a win pose, and he should also have a timeout, I think. Does Big Band have a different weight class? Right now he's in doubles weight class, and he's probably going to stay there. There are only 3 weight classes in the entire game. Yeah, there are only 3 weight classes in the entire game. Double and Sarabella. Or, sorry, double, Sarabella, Parasol, and everyone else. They're all the same weight. Everyone except for those 3 characters. Promise. They come out of throws at different heights because their reference points are in different places because of what they look like in throws. But other than that, they're all the same weight. Peacock comes out of throws the highest, yes. And she also has the different knockdown animation, so... Oh, I haven't been looking at the stream chat at all. Will Big Band still have improv jazz sounds made while comboing? I certainly hope so, because there's something I really want to do with the bugle. So yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any sound at all yet, so asking those questions doesn't really get anywhere. Can you see Big Band next to Double? I thought you just did. That's why I picked those 2 characters. What are you guys doing? Either of you can hit it. Either of you can hit the PlayStation button. Either person. Well, no, the thing that gets rid of the menu. Yeah, doesn't have to be the person that hit it. They want to see Big Band next to Double, so you should do that real fast. How will Big Band deal with projectile characters? Wait and see. Yeah, everybody wants to play Big Band, which means this is going to be the longest night in the world, and I'm going to have to make it best of 1, and then you get the hell off. What? Well, that's the same. It's the same thing, except for he can't throw yet. Oh yeah, that's true. No, she had Crouching Roundhouse. Yeah, he has an intro. For those of you guys that were wondering about the weirdly colored saxophone that he has in some frames, that's actually the 3D model that they use to get parts of his animation correct. Stand up, dude. There you go, that's Big Man next to Double. Alright. I'm actually going to put a stop to this if it becomes too painful, so whatever. Is Big Band the tallest fighter on the roster so far? Visually, because he has that thing on his back, yes, he is the tallest. Hitbox-wise, he is actually slightly shorter than Double is when she's standing, yes. His hitbox goes to about the top of his head. Big Band's lose animation. Oh, you'll probably get to see that. Hi Mariel, what's up? Did you see the demo? Will Big Band play some random copyrighted music during timeout? No. Big Band will not play random copyrighted music that is obviously owned by major TV networks, so you may as well not ask those kinds of questions. Wow, your computer is much better than mine. Will Big Band have any charge moves? Wait and see. Let me just put a stop to this right now. Will Big Band have X is not going to get answered because you're going to get to watch his entire development, so you'll find out for yourself. Yeah, he doesn't have any air attacks at all, or any crouching attacks, or a snapback. Yep. Will Big Band have sex? Yes, he will. He has a sex. Is Big Band going to get a stage with new music? Yes, that is totally the goal. Will Big Band have panties? No, he won't. But he will have measurements on the site because we believe in being equal opportunity employers. What do you have? Buzz saws? Bust size? He'll have measurements. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Rock Paper Shotgun Guy, for not understanding what irony is and being offended anytime you see a woman wearing something that's not pants.
Cut.
I guess he doesn't have a lose animation yet. Or a win animation. I lied to y'all. Yeah, there you go. No, it didn't freeze. I played Marvel 2, yo. 10 seconds after the round is over, it will declare you a winner even if you're not in your win pose or anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I just want to see that. Yeah, that's what I think I caught.
Oh, what was the thing that I forgot to put in this build that I've mentioned in the IRC? I had forgotten to make the DLC unlock dealie for Big Band, so if I hadn't made that when I got here, he wouldn't be playable. He would just show up and be locked, which would have been really sad. But this also means that the unlock thing that I made that I was guessing at how it was going to work, worked. Can you expect online training mode or training mode AI? You can expect anything you want to expect. That's the short answer. The longer answer is, yes, you can expect online training mode because that's one of the things that's on my list this week before we get to the console version, because I want you to be able to do that in the console version. Even if it's just a button shortcut, like press start and select at the same time for 2 seconds, and it'll turn on training mode. I want to have some way for you to be able to do that on console. Can you expect training mode AI? You might be able to expect that. That kind of depends on whether it works and how it interacts with dummy recording. There's an interesting question. How do you plan on dealing with piracy of the game? Considering we're basically giving it away at this point, like, if you really want to pirate something that you could spend $15 on and support the developers and have updates for the next year, then you have bigger issues, or no money, I guess. So I don't know. I mean, we plan on dealing with people that are cheating and junk online, which we already did. What are you doing? You don't have to use Big Band. In fact, I'm going to pretty soon get to you have to not use Big Band. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, so those are set right. Except... Uh-huh.
Misfortune. Parasol. Egrets, get ready.
Is Big Band staying that height? No, he's going to change height before we put him out. After we animated some stuff for him. Yes, Big Band is staying this height. You can't hit the saxophone that's on his back, so once again, he's not actually physically any taller than Double is. And actually, his collision is quite a bit shorter than Double's is.
Can I have a cheeseburger? Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
Maybe if we can't come up with better move names than those. What? Well, it wasn't for me when I was player one. Yeah. Okay, well, this may be a problem with button config. I don't know, but you can also just do the thing where you set both of your macros to medium kick. Duh. Nah, dude, like, look. Go set your buttons. Okay, now go to your macros and make them both medium kick. Oh, you can't. That's cool. Hey, Andy, are you watching this? Are you enjoying it? Well, here, do this. This is medium kick. Now they're both medium kick. Now this is medium kick. Now you have medium kick. Dan hit a button. Now you have medium kick. That was hard. And you want to be a programmer? You can't even figure out button config. Nobody knows who you are. There's no names. I don't have to tell them that you're the guy that donated the computer or the internet. Well, no, I just did that on purpose. Yes. Anyway, yeah, so if any of the programmers are watching, or if anyone that's not a programmer is watching, we obviously have some problem with Player 1 button config on PS3, so we should take a look at that. Player 1 is Internet Provider, Player 2 is Mega Man DS. This computer does not have enhanced title, which I'm going to go see about installing, because this is not my computer, but that way we would get names, so maybe I should do that. Is Big Band's hitbox wider than doubles? Yes, it is. Is that the female announcer? Yes, that is the female announcer. She is not done. This is mostly a test of the tech that'll switch announcers. And it totally works because the male announcer is also there. It's just hard-coded to use the female one since there's no option yet. As far as news for everybody else, number one, we now have tech that can switch sound sets for a sprite, as the female announcer is currently demonstrating to you. So this means we can now go ahead and write and record the lines for all of the rest of the characters, and then they will just work. So that's the update on where that stuff is. News for you console players. That is totally not... Yeah, you have to burst before the super, like when he hits you with the thing that's burstable. You know that's not actually a setup, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. If you're mashing, you get out. Because you burst on the nails.
Time to pull myself together.
Either that or you're not doing level 3 fast enough, and it is actually unescapable. One of the two. Oh, update for console players. First, we have to do online training mode and make sure that it works on PC, because that is a feature that I want to be there for consoles. Once we have done that, the first console submission will happen, which is probably sometime next week. Or, sorry, not submission to Sony or Microsoft. Submission to testers. And it will be tested, and then it will be fixed up, and we will make sure that the internet doesn't suck and all the rest of that, and then it will be submitted. So that is the console update. It's waiting for a feature, and then it's obviously waiting for us to fix this button config bug that we just found, and then it will be tested to make sure that all the story modes work and everything else that's supposed to work works, and online works and didn't get broken when we added lobbies, which might be a distinct possibility of having happened. And then it gets submitted. You plan on doing a different way of making the leaderboards more based on skill than playtime. For what platform? On console, it still uses True Skill, which has no idea how many games you've won or lost or how many games you've even played, and is exactly based on skill, and everybody hates it. Nope, you gotta be mashing sooner than that. Or, you could wait till the middle of the super and then burst, and it's fine. Will you give us visible True Skill even if it's just for ourselves? That's actually a very good question. Totally ask me that, or Mariel or John, if you're watching, like, text me that.
See if you're up to scratch.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! Charge!
Oh, repeat the question. The question is, will you give us visible true skill, even if it's just for ourselves? That's actually a pretty good answer, or idea. So, repeat that to me. Thank you. Also, I would like to give a giant thank you to all of our wonderful animators and artists that are working tirelessly on Big Band and are angry at me because I'm behind, like usual. I hope they still love me, and he looks really awesome. Oh. People are asking about shirts because it's 9:30. Mega Man DS is currently playing. I'll let him interrupt and do whatever obnoxious stuff he wants to do while I eat my sandwich right after this. Can we get stage select button macros? That's actually another good idea too. Yeah, you know, like for colors, like I want to play on Falling Wreckage. Bam. Nice. That's not a bad idea. It would require a slight bit of new UI, which may not happen, but Mariel, remind me about that one too. Random color select and all that other stuff, that's slightly harder, but it's also on the list somewhere. Yes, the leaderboard is currently just names on console because the only thing that it ranks you based on is your true skill, and we felt really bad about showing that to everybody. So the person just asked if we could show it just to you, which is a decent idea. Are you hyped to make an X-Bone Skullgirls? Next question. Is there a way to make it so picking random while doing play again will pick random characters like it does stages? There is, but it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Brady, for the button shortcuts for stages, it would require having the button box next to or above or below the stage name. Could we do that? Actually, could we also put in a thing for a stage preview? But yeah, if you can put the button box in with the appropriate, like, show me an icon thing, then I can make it, I can hook it up. Just to let you know, for every Big Band mirror, I'm gonna poop in your car. It hurts. Button config doesn't recognize inputs with IDs above 12. It should recognize inputs up to 20. But we don't have a controller that gives us IDs that high, so it's really difficult to test that. If we can get one, then it should be pretty easy to fix, or if Andy is watching this, then yeah. How well then Weatherby and Necrosurge are usually to watch. What? Yeah, it's pretty cool. What, for startup? Standing light kick is 9. But unlike Potemkin's standing light kick, it's also only active for 2, whereas his is active for 9. So Have you considered giving different versions of Flesh Step different properties? Yes, I have. I don't want it to be different moves. And also, we would need some way to show you which properties the move currently has, which outside of palette effects we don't really have, and The announcer. Oh yeah, so this is the test of the female announcer, which is also the test of the sound effect set swapping technology. The actual use of the word technology, not the fighting game use of the word technology. It's Christina V, who is wonderful and amazing, and who I don't see often enough, but I probably see too often for her liking.
I'll cut you down to size.
Get off my sandwich, you fly.
Gentlemen, it's
That's right, it's my sandwich. I'm gonna eat it now.